Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the top four of the Australian system. Try again. Of the Australian System Open here in Sydney. My co-host for this round is
Tom Harper.
All right, Tom. Let's go ahead and break down these players and their lists.
Okay, so on the right we have Morgan Reid with Suntir Fel, Predator, and a shield upgrade. 2 Inquisitors with fire control systems and concussion missiles, and then Colonel Jendon with jamming beam and Director Krennic. And what have we got with Akhter?
Akhter's got Wedge, Luke, and Jake. Jake has Crackshot and Predator. Luke and Wedge both carrying some proton torpedoes. Luke has heightened perception in order to fire them at initiative 7. R2 Astromech for some regen afterburners, because why not? You had the space for the points.
Absolutely,
Getting some extra boost there. And, of course, the S foils. Wedge has Crackshot, R2 Astromech, and, again, we said the proton torpedoes. So one interesting thing about this matchup is the fact that these players have literally played this exact same matchup before on Vassal recently.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do we know the verdict?
Morgan won, but after the game, they did a full powwow on how Akhter can actually win this game.
Okay, yep.
So
Akhter has the knowledge.
He has the knowledge, but Morgan did say, all right, I'm going to make this a little different for you. The opening setup and the opening
Completely
moves
different.
here were different
Yep.
than what was before. So
Yeah, so I think in the raw joust off, Akhter probably wins. The only issue being that he probably has to sell Wedge to do so. As in, I think one ship will get removed on Morgan's side, but if Morgan retaliates with Wedge being removed, I think he's probably got the game in the bag, unless something crazy happens with Luke. Both use ordnance. I mean, Morgan's just got so many tokens with these Inquisitors.
Yep.
He can probably just likely feed Akhter the shuttle. He doesn't really care so much. He'll just use it as a big 3-dice gun.
Yep.
While the Inquisitors just, I mean, you can see he's, I think Morgan's accurately picked Wedge to go first. He's got all the locks from Jendon downfield on Wedge. And yeah, that's probably what it's going to go in. I think the really interesting upgrade here is Director Krennic. So he's chosen Suntir to be the optimized prototype.
absolutely. You see the token right here on the
Yeah.
card. They're not going to follow it around Soontir. They both agreed on the card is fine. Yes, we're good.
Good. So that's actually really good against Jedi. So it's just like an automatic shield loss on the ship that you've target locked.
Yep.
Usually Anakin. So it will actually come into play here as well, because these are 2 agility ships with R2 Astromech, so very similar to the Jedi. So I think that's a really good play, because it's just like guaranteed damage downfield at range 3.
Yep.
Or whatever really.
I mean, it's great. It's great tech against people that have regen. Both of these X-Wings have regen. They're just being able to plink through the shields, guaranteed. Not really worrying about what you get on the dice, even from range 3. Obstructed, gas clouds, it doesn't matter. Take a shield.
Absolutely.
I think it's tech that we're going to start seeing a little bit more with the reliance on high defense and regen.
I agree, yeah. So the beautiful thing is it also allows Suntir to be very, very defensive. So
Yep.
he'll keep those focus tokens, he'll keep those mods, and he just doesn't need to spend anything until he gets hit from defense. So
Absolutely. Now, before we go too far, let's go ahead and do the Choose Your Champion poll. It's very easy to participate. Who do you think is going to win this game? If you type 1 in the Twitch chat, that's a vote for Akhter. And if it's a 2, you're voting for Morgan Reid. Now, Morgan did just win his last game, and Optimized Prototype did some work against a defender, which had 4 shields on it. They were talking before the game. They said in this matchup, the shields can help, but essentially Morgan's trying to delete Wedge, and Akhter's trying to delete the shuttle, or one of the Inquisitors in the opening.
I feel like
you
he
have
has
to get
kill an
something.
Inquisitor.
Yeah.
I feel like he has to, yeah, because the thing is, if he kills the shuttle, there's not really, that doesn't matter to Morgan's game plan, whereas these 3, all your firepower is contained in these Inquisitors.
Yes.
Your blocking potential is contained in these Inquisitors. If Akhter just wastes, I really feel like if Akhter wastes ordnance on the shuttle, Morgan will definitely have a leg up in this game.
Yep, and I like the opening here, that what he did, he has these he basically stalling out, not stalling, but, slowing down the Inquisitors by having them turn into each other. Gives them an extra turn before they have to turn out again. here, the shuttle will move first. Most likely they'll barrel roll into each other and just kind of hold back and wait and tempt some of those proton torpedoes into the shuttle.
Absolutely.
Now, I also want to talk about the current breakdown in the top 4. It's actually really interesting. We have top 4 different factions. We have this matchup, Rebels versus the Empire, and on the other table, we actually have the Republic versus Separatists. Very thematic,
that's so thematic.
Going down right here. No First Order resistance to be in sight. No new, what do we call it, post-Empire
no
factions
Skywalker
here.
trilogy. Oh, well, no new Skywalker trilogy.
Right, exactly. So this is the prequels and the OG trilogy era. Who is going to come out on top? Again, let's go ahead and vote 1 or 2. Who do you think is going to make it, Rebels or Empire?
Here we go. So a beautiful aggressive move here from Morgan. He'll either focus or reinforce. Reinforce, which is going to concede the fact that Akhter is going to try and eliminate the shuttle. Dion, with the pre-game talk, or with the discussion that Morgan and Akhter were having, did they talk about target priority? Did they talk about what Akhter should eliminate first?
They didn't go through the entire plan. They just said that they had talked about it.
Yep.
They were joshing around. And if you guys don't know, you might see some silliness in this game, like between the two players because they are friends. So they're real chummy. They're ready to have a good time.
Absolutely. So Akhter just defeated Cameron last round.
Yes.
To get into this one. So Cameron was the guy in our top 32 stream.
Yeah, with the scum game.
So a fast move by Akhter here will be punished by Morgan. He's kind of got this nice range threat from these Inquisitors. So if he does get too close to the shuttle,
he'll be in a range one-shot and some torps.
Exactly.
Or missiles,
exactly,
excuse
missiles, me. Yeah, so it would have been interesting to see Morgan maybe do a too-hard but he probably doesn't want to get too aggressive here, with the fear being that he will lose an Inquisitor.
Yep, let's see what these X-Wings did.
Well, we've got some actions from Jake first. So he's going to try and to protect the flank from Suntir. Suntir probably won't mind too much.
Suntir laughs. Now,
a little
and honestly, Jake does have crack shot, so that's a threat. And really, Suntir is a threat until he's dead.
Yes.
That's basically how this works.
Absolutely.
Morgan's got double repositioning ability with Suntir. Suntir is moving last. So, Morgan was at 199, yeah, and Akhter was at 200. So,
what do you think about this? The bid war at the moment. Are you finding on your stream games is getting less and less, or
there's people at both extremes. You have people who are in the camp of it doesn't matter anymore, because if somebody's going for the bid, there's people who are just going hard at it.
Yep.
Right. But essentially, I feel that players are preparing themselves for both situations, moving last and moving first. You got people who are really good and practicing blocking with their aces as needed when they're having to move first before other initiative 6s. You got people using sense, so having some type of tech in their list already to prepare for it. So honestly, a little bit of both. I've seen 20-point bids, and I've seen people take aces at 200. So
you remember I got tabled yesterday, Dion?
Yes.
My opponent had a 45-point bid. And it wasn't even what got me tabled, but it's
the deepest bid.
Oh, the shame. All right, so I wonder what we are going to see out of these X-Wings. I really, really wonder. It's going to be
debating whether to close the wings or not.
If he's debating the close wings, I assume that he's done a short move. So he's going to do a 1 forward, boost forward, link into a focus.
Yep.
But he doesn't want to, actually. I don't know why he's closing his wings.
Close the wings?
So 3 hard. Okay, so he's trying to escape and threaten Suntir.
Threatening the Suntir.
So a smart Suntir play would just be a straight move here, which I would pick Morgan for. He just would have done a straight move and then
go to the opposite side.
Exactly. Just barrel roll and boost around this rock as appropriate here.
Now, before we go too far,
Yep.
I do want to say that this round is brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Use coupon code WORLDTOUR2019 for 20% off. There is no minimums in there. And if you are in the USA, you actually get free shipping on orders over $35. And if you need the link to the website for Curled Paw or District Foundry, you can type !AUS, A-U-S. The other thing that is in that batch of text that will pop up is the bracket to see the players that did play, starting with our top cut, essentially getting into the top 32, and we'll follow it all the way down to the final.
Hey, hey, Drew. Hey, going? Drew is a friend that I met in Arizona. He actually, well, in LA, and we stayed together for the Arizona System Open. So, hey, going? Good to see you. Well, good to hear from you. Oh, and it's Isaiah as well. Okay. Right. So, I actually think that probably leaves Akhter a little too exposed.
He's giving the broadside to the Inquisitors, though he does have this solution still available for him.
For sure.
The shuttle can't quite get turned around enough to block the hard turn from Luke trying to get those torpedoes off.
But a jam here will be absolutely pivotal.
Correct.
Yeah, so...
And we did see Morgan use jam. Usually it's an action you don't see too often from players in the shuttle. I don't know if it's because people forget.
Yeah.
Or, rather do something else. But
so here's that beautiful straight move, and Morgan will be able to dictate where the engagement happens with Suntir. He's basically forcing Akhter to chase Suntir while there's the broadside from these Inquisitors. Now, I think a good subsequent turn move would be, this could be Akhter trying to set up a bait and switch.
Yep.
So he could, as Dion, you said, turn back in. And get some mods from Jake as well while still threatening and keeping Suntir honest.
Yep.
But I think, an easy kind of counter to that would be another quick move to bypass this rock, and then double repositioning from Suntir keeps him relatively safe while the Inquisitors can punish. If it is a bait and switch, then Suntir can punish.
Right.
Not entirely sure about
this is the turn.
approach.
This is the turn where things start to swing in favor of one of the players, because the other option that he does have is taking Jake and jamming up this spot here and making it so that Suntir can't be effective in this upcoming turn. But then, of course, you're taking Jake out of the fight too,
out of the
right?
Equation, exactly. So I just don't. This shot could be brutal. If Morgan gets lucky here against Wedge, it's just automatic damage. So it'll be
natural
interesting
dice.
to see.
That one.
Okay, not too bad at all.
Should be
fine. He does
fine.
have a lock, though.
He does.
From Director Krennic.
But if
probably worth it.
It depends whether or not he's doing a red move next turn.
Next turn, yeah.
He's spending the lock.
For 2, could be a damage. There we
Got
go,
one.
1 shield, yeah. So he can reacquire that lock later, and then Suntir can reactivate Director Krennic and optimize prototype.
Yep.
So the Choose Your Champion poll.
Yes. So it looks like at the moment Morgan is leading 65% to 34%. If you were at home right now, who would you be voting for?
Oh, gee, the hard questions. I think Inquisitors probably inadequately costed at the moment. I don't think they're the most accurately priced ship, and I think that a lot of squads with Inquisitors will be very successful. So I'd probably put money on Morgan for my vote.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny, right? We talked about this a little bit earlier. The fact that we're looking at it and go, wow, this ship is actually really good, but was not on anybody's radar. Yes, there's that one person in the chat said, I've been flying TAC for a million years. You know what?
Yeah.
In the broader competitive scene, we haven't seen it, and now it's just made this giant splash.
Absolutely.
The ability to have the evade plus the force makes them super tanky. They're extremely maneuverable, and one thing that people have rediscovered is the fact that if you have something like missiles and you can control the center of the board once you get to the mid-game, these Inquisitors are so good at just controlling space and knife fighting.
I think they're really, as you said, the control of space is one of the killers because they are amazing blockers. They are really tanky. They're really good at offense, so they can kind of do everything. I do wonder if a points reduction was just made to make players realize that they existed, and then their FFG will kind of reverse it. That'll be the interesting.
We're good.
Okay.
Did it freeze? No. Okay. He was just standing really, really still. It's like, man.
Analyzation. Is that a word? I don't know.
It can be. Today it is.
Today it is. Exactly.
And yes, we're going to be live here all the way through the end of the final, and we might even get a bonus game. There's whispers of a bonus game that I might be playing.
Are you going to be playing?
Maybe.
Well, if you're going to travel all this way, you should be playing some people, I reckon. Maybe you and Alex Watkins can jump on. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Well, Alex Watkins can't play on stream, but maybe a different person can play on stream.
Oh, can he not?
Right. Alex Watkins
Alex
can't
cannot play on stream.
Right,
sure.
but maybe another person can.
Walex Atkins
Right.
might be able to.
Sure,
Yeah.
if that guy exists, you know.
So, if you are
Steve
Akhter,
Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, who knows?
Are you going to bait and switch here, Dion?
Who am I playing as? I'm playing
You're playing as Akhter.
Playing as Akhter. Man, those Inquisitors. What's worst case scenario? If I'm trying to go hard at the Inquisitors, they go one bank and or even, one bank and barrel roll out. They'll be out of range. That's so juicy.
It is.
I just feel like Soontir is so maneuverable that if you're going into Soontir, you better not miss.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And I just feel that he has the possibility of getting some overlap by, I think the one bank fits here. Mind you, you're in a weird place. You're in front of a rock.
Yeah.
And a two hard, you'd have a lot of this covered. This,
Yeah, it'd be a big wedge for sure. A big
we'll
wedge created by
he
wedge.
calls it.
I do feel a 5 forward here would just be fantastic. All right, here we go. One bank with the shuttle, either jamming or reacquiring that lock to reacquire or to reactivate optimized prototype off of Soontir.
Yep.
But we do have a jam.
So that's going to break a lock or remove a green token at some point. Jake could take advantage of this if he wants to keep the lock there and give Wedge a focus with his ability, which will remove the jam.
Yeah, so the counterplay there would be some kind of short move with Jake and either a boost or barrel to kick the jam off of Wedge. But I think Morgan doesn't believe that there will be a bait and switch here. It's going to be rough. It's going to be real. This is the turn, as you said.
Yep.
This is
huge.
turn. I heard it was quite a game on stream last round as well.
Yeah, it was good. So here's the one bank barrel roll backs that I was talking about, just like getting back, preventing you from getting those protons if you're going to have to just overextend yourself.
Yeah, so he probably evades with this one if he needs, because the other one won't be able to get shot. So this can be the tanky. Yeah, There we go.
There it is. There's the evade.
Okay, so now we're going to see Akhter. I think Soontir's probably done a 5 forward here. What do we got with... Oi! So...
5 straight. We're going to boost towards Soontir, I believe, is what he said.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing about A-Wings is they can't barrel roll after a boost. But he's probably calling a 1 hard off of Soontir and keeping that move honest and blocked. But that does show his hand, I guess.
Yep, he's
definitely going for Soontir.
That means he's going up here, right?
Oh, yeah.
With these guys.
So, as you said, Dion, if you're going to go at Soontir, you better not miss.
Yeah.
So, I do wonder what he's going to do with his other X-Wings.
There's the focus with his ability.
I'm not sure if that'll block the 1 hard if he has done it, but it'll be interesting.
Opens the wings on Luke. Luke is the yellow X-Wing.
Yeah, he's going for it. He might have overcommitted. Okay, here we go.
So he does have afterburners on Luke if he wants to get just a little bit closer. If he has the space, he might have a space for 1 forward boost there if you're trying to get range 1.
I think he will, but I would probably rather shoot proton torpedoes at range 2 or 3.
Yep.
So a lock might be good here just to prevent the unnecessary use of these afterburners. Oh, man, I don't know if Morgan would have done the 1 hard in there.
I mean, it was dangerous, but that's what he's going for.
Yep.
I mean, because these players have played quite a bit with each other, there is a little bit of this, I know what you would do, but would you do what you would normally do, or would you do something different? Or would you do what you normally do because that's what you would do because you would think I would do something else?
Inception. The game of X-Wing.
Feel free to clip that and set it to a rap beat, okay?
That would be great.
That one's free.
That would be great. This is why I love X-Wing so much. Just that, like,
it's this. So man. My favorite part about the game is the dial.
Yep.
Like it is absolutely. It is what adds tension and release to this game, and it is fantastic.
I really do worry. What's DSU? Diesel. If he does miss here, yeah, he is in for a world of trouble, actually. So if there has been a very aggressive Suntir move, like a 5 forward, then Akhter could be in some bad positions, because he has gone real quick here as well with wedge. Yeah. Here we go. Oh.
That is a committal.
So I think he's done a focus. Yeah, straight move here. So 5 forward there with Suntir.
Got him.
Ooh, Akhter. Okay.
He committed hard.
He did. He really committed hard. So I feel like a slower move there might have been more beneficial, because you can maintain the pressure on Suntir.
And did the shuttle take another target lock for the action? No, it turned hard.
It jammed.
It jammed. Okay.
Yep. It jammed.
Ikenet, thank you so much for your Twitch Prime subscription. You can do that for free every 30 days. If you guys have an Amazon Prime account, you don't know how to do that, !Prime in the chat will bring up a link, a video that I made to teach you guys how to do it. Super easy.
So it's not all bad, because we can still get some good talon rolls off of wedge, K turns off of Luke, and Jake is not stressed, so he's kind of still Scots free to do whatever he'd like. I love Jake.
All right, reaching.
Yeah, so very unlikely to do damage to Luke at range 3 with a pea shooter. But a very quick move here from the Inquisitors is necessary to try and get wedge and maintain those.
It's in.
Spend 1.
Spends the force. It's unlikely.
It is.
It's Luke.
Here he goes.
Safe.
If Luke rolls hot, he's just never, ever, ever going to get damaged. So a naked dice shot into wedge. So 3v3, I believe. It's a good roll.
2 hits.
Oh, 1 more. Slowly chipping away here.
Shields are down on wedge. He does have a regen.
He does.
And he is on an exit trajectory. Probably regens next turn. I mean, I think at this point with the committal, if you start doing K-turns and talon rolls, you're leaving yourself unmodded with these 2 Inquisitors just coming in and just chomping on wedge.
Exactly. So
you have to disengage.
That 5 forward there with the Inquisitor is a very, very good move.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to go ahead and update that shield there. We'll see what happens. So have you had a good time here at the System Open?
Oh, this has been a fantastic experience. Definitely needed, I think, to boost the morale in the community. We've been left out for quite a while. So as soon as this was announced, we saw game nights getting more popular. We saw, just all kinds of great stuff.
Yep.
And we've actually got another big weekend of X-Wing coming up next weekend in our Oceanic Team Championship, run by yours truly.
That's right. It's going to be a good time. I tried so hard to see if I could get those few more days. It's like I just need a few more days so I can also cover the OTC, and the answer was a big no.
No, that's fine. Look, OTC's a really, really good event. So if you guys are available next week, tune in. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. I was at the XTC in Europe. It was amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
I think it's a really good show of how amazing the X-Wing community is. So I know a lot of us are from different board gaming or card gaming backgrounds. I myself am from a board gaming background.
Yep.
And yeah, the X-Wing community is just like very unique and special in that we just really are quite close, I'd say. Thanks, Rhino. Love you too, buddy.
Pudokai did make the Twitch clip of the I know that you know.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. That's ready for your memeing pleasure, okay? Prepare
things
yourself.
I will do to that. So what are we going to do with Suntir here, Dion?
So, I mean, Suntir at this point, I think you just dial in a 4 forward just in case Wedge does the talon roll. At this point, Morgan has effectively baited onto Suntir. Suntir just gets the exit trajectory. You bring in the offensive weapons of the shuttle and the 2 Inquisitors, and when you have a chance to bring them back around,
just
you'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So another bait and switch off of Suntir could be really good.
Yep.
The stream for Oceanic is yet to be announced, but it's probably going to be the Fearless Gundarks up in Queensland, which is a state of Australia. We are currently in New South Wales, the best state in the world.
Strong. That's a strong
It's
statement,
a strong
sir.
statement. Absolutely.
Alrighty.
Now we're in a really good pursuing position here with Morgan. Morgan is the master of kind of controlling a game. I would have loved to, and I will look forward to watching last game on stream.
Yeah, it was great. So one thing, since we have an opportunity, a little bit of pause and play here, we talked about the fact that Australia was able to get a system open.
Yes.
And just shout out to Alex Watkins
Huge.
and his team for putting in the work to get Australia their own play set for tournaments up to 300 players. Like, that stuff is staying here because what was happening before, or what they would have had to do before with the old model, was ship everything, including prizes and all this stuff, to Australia in order to run a tournament and then ship it back. And there's this ridiculous amount of taxes. And basically the commitment here is, you know what, let's just go ahead and make the investment. We've paid for all the stuff. We're buying it here and let it just stay here, and we're going to run more events.
Yeah, absolutely. So we discussed earlier on the stream, Alex Watkins and his team have given us 300 players worth of gear for us to still run events with in the future, official FFG events. So just absolutely amazing news for us here in Australia. Just really, really great. And I know the Singaporeans and the Southeast Asians are kind of the next in line to be receiving some love from FFG as well. And we have no doubt that Alex Watkins will do so.
Yeah, like, I know things and I can't say things, but things are coming, okay? That's all I'm going to say. All right, good things are coming, and I'm just really proud of what is coming. It's exciting. So just thumbs up,
just
organized
fantastic.
play. Please clap. That's all I'm saying. Just please clap.
ISOFane, thanks for being partly responsible for getting Dion out here. We really also appreciate your company here as well, Dion.
Yes.
The coverage that you're giving us and kind of showcasing the Australian community to the rest of the world is really kind of, special to us. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah, man. I'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be back.
You have to. Cuddle some more koalas.
That's right.
Did you see enough wildlife out here?
I would love to see more. I don't have more time, but that's why I have to come back.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So some interesting moves with Morgan. I think he was in a position where he could have been aggressive with that Inquisitor. Maybe a boost or a focus link boost to try and threaten those missiles. Obviously, or not obviously, the assumption is that Wedge will be going quick and regenning some shields. But pressure could have been applied there.
Yep.
But you might have had to stress yourself. Okay, so here we go. 4K turn from Luke.
So Akhter just deciding to press on the gas, right? Just see what happens.
Absolutely. I wonder what we've done from Wedge. I think he'll do a regen shield here just to protect himself from half points.
Yep, he just flipped it right there.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and add that to the overlay.
Okay, so we're one charge down. Okay, what do we got from Akhter? Looks like a 1 something? Yeah, one bank. Interesting. See, the pressure there would have been huge. We still might have a shot off of this this Inquisitor because Akhter did not close his wings.
Yes.
So there is no boost available. I have a feeling that might have been an oversight.
While we wait for the action, shout out to I Am the CC for gifting a couple subs. Thank you so much.
The act of gifting subs, what is that?
So basically, for every sub that happens, like a sub is $5, and the way it works is half of that money goes to Twitch and the other half goes to us.
Okay.
So
sure.
by gifting it, you're basically putting money back, reinvesting money into Gold Squadron, but at the same time, you give people access to all of our Twitch archives, and you get the Twitch emotes for the Gold Squadron, which are awesome.
We do love those.
Let's go ahead and spam your favorite one. Which one's your favorite one? Let's
Gunboats, I've heard, is quite.
Yeah, so gunboats are classic.
Even more interesting here, I have to say, is that Wedge chose to target Loxuntia for the future. Now, he's done that knowing that Jendon and number 1 Inquisitor or White Inquisitor
are about to pop him.
Yeah.
No focus. He's just going deep.
So we're using stream dice, and they're going to be in the box.
Akhter touched his dice. That's doom.
Okay.
Spends
so we've got
both force.
one shield off the shuttle. 2 shields, sorry.
Yep.
And I have a feeling now we're going to be punished. Wedge, at least. So no shot. It's where the boost might have been good with that Inquisitor down there to really maybe even finish off Wedge. But we've got a really good shot here. Unanswered as well.
Spends the lock. Has the force available. It's going to be...
No, that's just from the shuttle.
Oh, that's a shuttle.
Gets shield
Got
anyway. All right,
Here's the
here we go,
concussion missile.
Oh, FCS.
And
wow.
fire control system doing the work.
Hit crit. That's
Hit
a guaranteed half health on Wedge and a very, very good opening for Morgan.
Go ahead and wait for the card.
Fuel leak.
Fuel leak. That means when he suffers the next crit, he automatically gets another damage. It is flippable with an action.
Yeah. So Suntier in a really good position here to turn around. I don't actually think that Wedge will get these ordnance shots off. So it'll be a very interesting next couple turns. He is beyond half health, as we're hearing the players confirm.
Yep, because he can regen one more shield, but that only gets him to 3. The threshold is 3.
Exactly. So do you jam in the shuttle here to prevent Luke from wreaking havoc?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Just get in there.
Absolutely. I guess the other thing you could do is you could stop in order to, instead of using the shuttle as a blocker, you go ahead and take the White Inquisitor and stick him in here. He is currently stressed. And then you can take the Red Inquisitor and line up a shot there. You could switch target lock if you'd like.
Yeah, I think you need to stop Luke from getting off a proton torpedo here. So blocking with the White Inquisitor and following up with a concussion missile from Red Inquisitor would probably be quite a good shout. Even a one bank from the shuttle and then start bringing him around this rock while threatening optimized prototype and providing target locks. Jake not really doing much right now. He can provide a focus token to Wedge for whatever Wedge would like to do.
Yeah, one of the issues for Jake is just the fact that because most of the time he's trying to be a support ship and just plinking shots usually from range 2 and 3, the Inquisitors brush off 2 dice attacks pretty easily.
Easily. Yeah, the real work for Jake, at least in terms of damage output, would be a range 1 crack shot predator shot.
Yes.
Yep. Big turn for Morgan, I'd say, just then.
When we get a chance, we will find an update on the other game. Again, that's XY versus Ben
Doyle.
Ben Doyle, yes. Ben is flying Plo. We had him on stream earlier. Plo, Obi-Wan, and 2 gold troopers. XY is flying 6 drones, Trade Federation drones, and Count Dooku.
There's the attempt at a block. Reinforce the front with the shuttle.
Yep.
While they're doing this, I'll quickly check on the other game.
Sure. Go for it.
I'll be back in 1 second, guys.
All right, so there's the 2 forward here from the Red Inquisitor. Just committing to prepare to find Wedge on the other side. He's going to go ahead and take an evade just in case Luke jumps over somehow. Better to be safe than sorry. 3 bank maneuver here from Jake. Boosting and passing a focus to Wedge, most likely. There's the boost. And no focus. And the 2 forward is going to get a block there on the Inquisitor. Oh, it does fit. It does fit. I think so. We'll get an action here.
Okay.
There was a missed opportunity on Akhter's side. He forgot to trigger Jake's ability. Neither Jake nor Wedge has a focus. Excuse
really?
Me. Yeah.
Okay. We've got all of the locks still on Wedge, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to try and kill number 1.
Yep. Probably just going to go ahead and target lock.
And Wedge is going to close. No, keep the wings open. Looks like a 4K turn there. Just going to try and get him back in the fight. Could be killed by the shuttle here. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, so he did state that he was going to do it.
Okay.
We're just hearing the table commentary right now.
All right, so I guess he did state it.
So if the intention was there and the statement was there, I guess it sticks, is what the judge's ruling was.
Yep.
Now, just while Suntir is doing this, we do have a bit of an update from the other game.
Go for
it's
it.
looking quite bad for the Republic player, apparently. So we've got a loss of 2 V19s and a heavily damaged Jedi.
Ooh, okay.
For 2 shields on Dooku and 1 dead droid.
Not a good trade. Suntir there at the bottom of the board, trying to decide how to re-engage. He knows he can get a beeline on Luke. Actually, I really like this boost because it gives him both options next turn depending on what happens in this engagement.
Absolutely. Now, if you're Morgan here, even though you don't have that many mods, do you still take the long-range shots at Wedge with your shuttle?
I mean, I guess you do have a range, probably a range 2. I think I check the range. If it's range 1 to Luke, you go ahead and give it a shot.
Yep, fair enough. The Inquisitor
because essentially this is the same, right? It's a focused defensive shot and a double force, which is going to be essentially focused shot.
You're right. Okay, so he's going to try and hit this Inquisitor here with Luke. 2 hits.
Got it.
Sorry, that was with Wedge, I believe. Now Luke's going to have another crack. Very unlikely to pop an Inquisitor in 1 round, especially with an evade token.
Yep, hit crit. Has a lock. Got 3.
Minimum is 2 shields. Cool.
Spends
so
evade.
just the 1 shield off of this Inquisitor. That's the problem with these Inquisitors. They are so tanky, and they do so much damage too. Oh, so Jake will have a shot, probably into the shuttle.
Here's Jake.
1 hit. 1
and
shield.
takes it. Remember, reinforce doesn't delete all damage, doesn't always trigger. It will always let through 1 damage.
Minimum. I think it will be an unobstructed shot onto Jake here with this red Inquisitor.
It'll be just natural dice. Nothing there.
Now, I think I know we don't want to jump the gun here, so we'll wait until this happens.
Yep. He's going to attack Luke. Luke triggers. Uses the force. Hit crit. Luke's taking a shield.
Okay.
Now,
so
what's the shuttle going to do? Shuttle still has to shoot?
Yeah. Probably a range 1 shot into Luke. Hoping for a good roll. Looks like he's actually going to shoot at Wedge. Nope, they're going
range 1 into Luke. Yep.
Okay. Hail Mary shot.
At
2
2,
hits.
that's average.
Dead on average. Probably going to do a shield. There we go.
And there it is. Shields are down. Luke does also have R2 Astromech.
So this is where Akhter could be in trouble with Wedge. So I assume that the shuttle will probably do a 2-bank. It will be answered by a block, is probably favorable for Wedge, actually, here.
Avoiding
however,
a shot.
Exactly, avoiding the shot from the shuttle. But then we can have a beautiful engagement with these Inquisitors. They've even got a 3-heart on the dial, so they'll just absolutely be able to put the pressure on and maybe finish off Wedge here. How do you respond to that as Akhter?
Well, one of the tools that Akhter hasn't used in this matchup but could become relevant on this turn is heightened perception. So Luke Skywalker is right here. He's the one that has the heightened perception. Suntir here. If Akhter can put Luke in a spot where he can catch catch Suntir use heightened perception to be able to fire it at 7. If you can get a proton torpedo off, you actually could kill Soontir in one shot.
Absolutely.
Like, it can happen. It's a bit of a Hail Mary, but if you feel that you're behind, it might be an opportunity to just swing for the fences.
Yeah, because generally the answer is shooting back into Luke, at which it's essentially a free cost because he just regenerates that force point.
Exactly.
So fantastic use of a force ability here. Jake, what is he going to do? He can't really block the shuttle. He can't block one of these Inquisitors. Is he going to try and put pressure on Soontir?
I mean, you try. You with three forward boost in,
Yeah.
and try to cover that space. Though that Red Inquisitor could also fill the space first.
He could. I
Initiative
feel
3.
like we'll have a 1 bank or a 2 bank with these Inquisitors, just to try and make sure that we finish off Wedge this turn. I do wonder what that shuttle's going to do. Either a 2 hard or a 2 bank to the left, I believe, will try and contain Wedge and make sure these Inquisitors can finish him off.
Another idea here is he can stop with the shuttle. If he stops, that gives him the opportunity to get a shot on Wedge.
Unmodified, but yep, absolutely. It's a rough position to be in. And actually, Soontir is in a bit of a dangerous position here as well. So a 1 forward off of Luke is actually quite a threatening move right now. Just take a lock, force the repositions. There's plenty of things that these players can do.
Another option for Jake, if he wants to, it depends. If you're believing that Soontir is going like headlong, 5 straight into the battle and hoping to maybe bump Luke,
Yep.
you could take Jake and do a hard 1 here.
Yes.
And maybe have a crack shot opportunity.
Absolutely. It just depends on whether you think that shuttle is going to do the 2 hard to try and protect Soontir's flank. Yep, here we go. There's the 2 bank. It is going to be on the rock, though, which is interesting.
Yep, so no shot. He'll have to roll for a dice here. Takes damage on a hit.
He does, and he won't be able to shoot. But it's still a good move to contain Wedge.
Takes his shield.
Okay, so shield's down completely on the shuttle. Here we go. I think... What do we got? Yep, we got the 3 hard with the Inquisitor, or is that a 2 hard? I can never tell with these templates. They are beautiful.
3, it is going to bump.
It is, but I think we have.
He's
all
got a
of the
lock out
tokens.
there already.
Have we taken a shield on that one? Yes, we have.
Mm-hmm. All right. Luke and Soontir staring each other down across the field.
Yeah.
All right, so the Inquisitor's staying in there to give support to Soontir, most likely. The boost would say, I dare you to go 1 forward. I dare you.
Absolutely. He just really wants to make sure that he polishes off Wedge this turn. So an evade is probably the safer move. Here we go for oh, he has done the 1 hard as you suggested, Dio.
All right, there you go. Just trying to call Soontir.
Yeah, anticipating that 5 forward to threaten Luke.
So Jake will have a shot here, at least on the Inquisitor, at the very least.
I think must with a reposition. Not entirely sure if he's got a native one. It'll be close.
So waiting for the actions here. Jake could end up boost focusing.
He could. And no stress, which is the beautiful utility of Jake. He could even provide Luke with a focus if he wanted to.
And I think the debate here is whether or not he goes straight or banks. If you think Soontir is going fast, you go straight. If he's going a little bit slow, you bank towards the bottom. But if you go straight, you are just serving yourself up to the Red Inquisitor and said, take me now.
Okay, so here we're going to have a right boost.
Yeah, I think that's the best one.
I think that's the call, yeah, absolutely. Threatening Soontir, threatening that Inquisitor.
Could still push the arc too far forward.
It has. Yeah, I believe it has. Yep.
Yep, no shot on the Red Inquisitor.
But we are protecting from that 5 forward of Soontir. So we've got a 1 forward with Luke, I believe. Yep. Probably going to take a target lock on Soontir if he doesn't have one already.
Target lock and hope.
Yeah. It's about the best you can get. And because of the angle, I don't believe Soontir will be able to adequately line up this bullseye onto Luke.
Yeah, he's slightly tilted just to the left.
Exactly.
Though with a little bit of wiggle room in the template, you might be able to get it.
Wiggle room. The most controversial GSP video I've ever heard.
It was great. I'm like, guys, everybody does this. I talked about it, and everybody got mad. It was great. Go ahead. Go to our YouTube page and type in Wiggle Room. Look at the comments. It's great. It's great.
So one bank with Wedge, trying to polish off White Inquisitor. Don't think we do bump.
Yes. No?
No,
I'm
looks
not
like
sure.
Clean.
He was either tapping on the mat or on. I think he just put a token down.
Yeah, there it
We
is.
actually can get the overhead view on the other side and see whether or not he took an action. He did. There's a focus token right there next to Wedge.
Beautiful. Okay. So, interestingly enough, we actually had a lock on the red Inquisitor, not on Suntir.
Okay, Suntir 3 bank to the right.
Yep, and an evade boost. So if a damage slips in through here, not too bad because it will just be a shield.
Yep.
Beauty of shield upgrade on Suntir. I do think we are going to see Wedge be killed here.
All right, it's
Big
party
turn.
time.
All right, fuel leak here. Now, the issue is, though, if that concussion hits, it is actually going to damage these Inquisitors in the shuttle.
All right, 3 hits and a crit going into the quiz. Ooh.
That is a dead Inquisitor.
It's gone off the board in one shot there.
I guess if anyone's going to kill an Inquisitor, it will definitely be Wedge.
Yes,
That
going
-1
down to the
agility is
3 agility,
savage.
not getting any symbols.
Okay, it could turn the tables here if we see some lucky rolls. Red Inquisitor has not taken any damage, though.
Range 1 from Luke into red. That
Ooh,
seems
that is
good.
a
That's
huge
another
hit.
good roll.
Oh, blanks.
Spends evade.
Does spend the evade.
Takes a crit.
Could be a direct, though.
Just a crit.
a crit, they say. This could be huge. Is that a blinded pilot? I think it is. Which
Blinded.
is massive.
So
wow.
no target locks. You can use an action to flip it down. What I'm thinking, if I'm Morgan, I'm thinking about how I can get that shuttle to coordinate the flipping that.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 crits into Suntir, so
He
he's going to
should be
take
fine.
1 shield.
All right.
Green's really let him down there, but the shield isn't too bad. Now, we do have the force point here to be able to modify at least 1 roll into Wedge.
I think, you just go into Wedge at range 3. He spent the focus.
Absolutely have to.
He just calls Wedge right there.
Ooh, that was a big turn for Akhter. And we get
2
2.
hits.
He needs... So, yeah, blinded. He can't re-roll, but, man, if double squiggles happen here, this is an absolutely massive turn for Akhter. Doesn't get it.
And he is off the board. So traded the White Inquisitor and most of the red for Wedge. Points-wise, Wedge is not worth as much as 2 of the Inquisitors, but being able to hold on to that 1 hole on the red makes it points-wise worth it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now Suntir, unless Luke is able to snag Suntir with a range 3 proton torpedo, he should be okay.
Going through the concussion protocol, the Lambda didn't have any cards on it, so
doesn't flip anything
doesn't
up.
flip for it.
Still a big turn for Akhter, so it's actually quite a close game. There's only 8 points in it right now. So half points on Luke is absolutely essential for Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the important things also is the Inquisitor's job is to bully the things in the list and try to get Suntir to the end game. With having the Red Inquisitor only at 1 hull, you might have to start getting Suntir a little bit more involved in order to stay ahead of the damage race.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're probably going to have to see like a 2 hard off the shuttle to get him back in the fight as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this Inquisitor really... We still got a target lock on Luke from that... target lock on the Red Inquisitor from Luke. So
yes.
It's going to be difficult to keep this Inquisitor safe from Luke here because we still do have a proton torpedo in the tank.
And it has to move first. And you know that like Suntir's currently stressed. He's going to be most likely coming around this way or around the top.
Yep.
This Inquisitor has very little places to go. Luke is not currently stressed, so that means he could just do a K-turn if he thinks that the Inquisitor is going to try to jump in here. Now, of course, Morgan could try to call that and bust the barrel roll there.
Yep.
Which, let's go ahead. I'm going to actually grab the overhead here really quickly
sure
to
if it would
see
be
if that
enough
would
room,
reach.
yeah. It's hard.
Let's get that out of the way.
That dice is a little in the way, but I don't think the one hard barrel will block the 4K.
No, it won't. Actually, I'm not even sure. Let me go ahead. I got to take this off of here. I'm not even sure the one hard
clears. It should do.
It should.
It's close.
The slight angle on Jake makes me wary.
Yeah.
I think it might be. He still has a proton in there too.
He does. He has a
Yeah,
proton in the
I think
tank,
Akhter has a good position right now on red. It's just calling the direction.
Yeah, I think the K-turn off Luke is a really good move here. Gets him back into the fight and pressuring Suntir as well, who really can't take another shot. So it's going to be hard.
Marcus is saying hi.
Hey, Marcus.
He's
somewhere in the room.
Somewhere in the room. Or he could be downstairs getting food.
Yeah, or some beers as well. Yeah, this is another big turn. That was an absolutely savage round for Akhter. As in, Akhter dealt out some savagery there.
Oh, yeah. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to re-poll the audience. So earlier, Morgan was leading 63% to whatever the opposite of that is.
37.
Tired, sure.
No, it's good.
Last we heard, people asking about the other matchup, Ben was falling behind the CIS Swarm, the Separatists, 6 Vultures with grappling struts, and Count Dooku with some different tech on them.
Yeah, so looks like we have a dead even with 10 votes right now. Put your votes in the chat. Is it in the Twitch chat?
Yeah, Twitch chat, 1 or 2. That's all you got to do. Just type.
So Morgan has to be really careful here because we're 1 point away from half on the shuttle. We're 1 point away from half on Suntir, and we're 1 point away from dead on the Red Inquisitor.
Oh, yeah. Every point of damage here is going to really matter. He doesn't have any cushion currently.
So it looks like we're going to try and re-establish a lock with Jendon. So that'll turn on Optimized Prototype with Suntir.
Just in case he starts regenning.
Exactly.
That's important.
Yep. So we're going to mark up Jake, doing a 3-bank, probably calling that 4K turn off of Luke. So needs to be wary of that.
All right, right now in the poll, Akhter is leading 53 to 46. We had about 80 to 90 people vote last time. Let's try to get that same sample size and see how the audience is feeling.
How many people do we have tuning in? Do we know?
I could take a look here. 295 here.
Surely we can get 100 votes.
And about 100 on YouTube.
All right.
Hi, YouTube. I do see you, fam. They're just so quiet.
So what's the best way to support GSP?
The best way? Patreon. That's
Patreon?
It's just the truth. Or actually, that would be a lie. The best way is like a direct donation, but I prefer Patreon to that, because it helps me develop a relationship with the person. I know their name. I get to send them cool things. But yeah, our Patreon community are really the #1 reason why all of this was able to even start.
Well, you heard them. You heard the man there, guys. You heard the man there.
Isofane, you're. Oh, you're right. I did. Did I actually put that in there? Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. We're good. All right, so Jake going to do a barrel roll here.
Putting the pressure back on. So the ball is in Akhter's court here, and we do have a favored percentage of people voting for him or choosing their champion.
That's huge. 20% of the people who were thinking about Morgan are backing off, going like, I don't know.
So we do have that 4K. Looks like that Inquisitor probably didn't move fast enough to avoid the proton torpedo.
There's a 4K.
I do wonder if Morgan will breathe a sigh of relief here if that last proton torpedo is fired into the Inquisitor. There we go. The afterburners trigger here after the stressful K-turn.
Absolutely. So afterburners allows you to do a boost action even while stressed after performing a 3 or higher speed maneuver.
Absolutely.
Suntir boosting, just kind of getting into position.
Probably able to do like a 1 hard next turn. Putting the pressure onto Luke. So Akhter needs perfect here, all 4 hits to guarantee that damage onto the Inquisitor. So Morgan's going to be praying for a blank, at least one here.
Yep, here it is. Proton Torpedo.
There it is. That's
3
a guaranteed
hits.
dead.
Oh, and got all the paint, too. Off the table. The Inquisitors are gone.
So it's a lot of weightlifting for Suntir to do here, and the shuttle isn't going to be able to re-engage for at least probably 2 rounds, if everything goes perfect.
Now, one thing, again, I've only gotten to see Morgan play a little bit, but one thing I've heard quite a bit about him is that he is, quoting people, one of the best, or if not the best, Suntir player in the world. Duncan Howard might have a problem with that statement, but I'm just saying, like,
They just
whiffed attack there on the shuttle.
Just reacquiring Luke's force points.
Yep.
So he spent both on the attack into the Inquisitor, for anyone wondering. Then he was targeted by Jendon, so he immediately regains 1, and then at the end of the round, he is back to full charge.
Yep.
Yes, so the phrase was always, and including in 2nd edition, even though it is harder, that Morgan would always feel like he has the game in the bag if he has Suntir on the table.
All right.
So he's got 18 minutes to get Luke to half here. Unavoidable half, I guess. And Akhter is in the position where, he
doesn't have to overextend.
Well, he can't hard turn into Suntir either. He'll have to do like a barrel, one soft and then a barrel roll in.
I mean, he could too hard.
He could, yeah, absolutely.
If he wants to, but I think that'd be the wrong choice.
I think so.
But yeah, essentially with Suntir facing in this direction, he has to go somewhere here, right? By lining up that arc somewhere in this direction, you have a big area of threat for Suntir. Basically choosing, because this rock's in the way, there is no, trying to boost barrel roll out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have the 2 hard from the shuttle. Likely going to see a 1 hard or a 2 soft from Suntir, I'd say, into the middle of the board.
Honestly, I think the shuttle, and I'm not going to be surprised if we see Morgan do this, the shuttle needs to get involved with attacking Luke.
Absolutely.
If Morgan's going to want to get this. He can get the target locks, which actually is out there already.
I wonder how much math, you have to kind of incorporate into heightened perception here, because that could put a serious blunt into Suntir's offense.
And Morgan's got to make sure he keeps that in his mind. That heightened perception allows Luke, by spending a force, to fire at Initiative 7. There's the 1 bank we talked about.
Yep.
Wings are open. So, actually, sorry, that's a T70. That's 7. He can barrel roll in it whenever he feels, whenever he pleases.
He can't boost. That's the big one. So he is going to boost in, barrel roll in. I think that's the correct call to maintain that threat. He's going to allow Suntir to get double mods on defense, but Suntir also likely doesn't want to engage at range 1 right now.
Right.
Because kind of that's the only place where Luke can do guaranteed damage if he gets all 4 hits. But we are going to do it. Double token up.
Going in. So that's going to be
Has
evade.
To be aggressive.
Gets the focus because of his ability.
Yep. This is the part where we might see heightened perception. Nope. Oh, heightened perception. Okay, so Akhter is thinking about it. I think it's probably the right move to strip some of those offensive modifications.
Yep. And the thing is that he gets a force back either way. So he doesn't do it.
Morgan
whiffs
not
here.
rolling
Predator.
Good. Oh, mate.
You just don't spend the tokens.
Spend it.
You just don't spend it.
Have to lead it.
Luke Fordyce has the force.
Oh, that's a guaranteed half points into Suntir as well. Dice have not been kind here to Morgan, I don't think.
Spends the focus and the evade, takes 1. That's half points on Suntir. 14 and change.
Yep.
Regens the force, 14 minutes left.
If only Suntir had regen.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think Jendon will have to do the 1 bank.
Yeah, he just needs to start swinging this arc around. and just trying to get shots. Though Luke probably just hops over with the 2 straight.
Yep.
And just starts lining up some shots.
And Jake will be able to do a beautiful 3-bank to get into the side arc of the shuttle as well.
Yep. Flanked for sure.
Yeah. Though Suntir might be able to get a half points in here by 2-harding and boosting in, but it is risky. The half points on Luke is absolutely essential here.
There's the 1 bank.
Yep.
Just getting that shuttle turned around.
And
set up to do a
reinforced
2-turn next turn if he has a space. Yeah, reinforce. You want to hold on to as much of that health as possible.
Oh, yes.
He already has a target lock out there on Luke.
Interesting move.
5 straight. I think he's just trying to. I mean, I'm not sure why he didn't do the 3-bank.
Probably so Suntir can't adequately pursue him
But
this
the
round.
3-bank boost would have gotten him behind.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. No, that you're totally right.
Maybe giving space for Luke if the plan is to barrel roll to the left.
Yes, absolutely. So we're going to mark up Suntir. Probably going to do a quick move over here. He is actually going to regain a shield on Luke instead.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and regen there. And that's the first charge on R2 used, I believe, right?
Yes. 3-bank off of Luke.
Well, I guess the 25 points. No, I guess you're not even. The 25 points you would get by having Jendon is worth less than the half that you're holding on for the 44 points from Luke Skywalker.
Suntir's able to put the pressure on here again onto Luke.
Boost. Does he have enough angle to catch the corner on Jake?
He might
That's
be
the
able to
question.
barrel roll to do it. No. Left the dial open next turn, so not stressed.
Does not have it. He's going to have
We
the
do have a
judge check.
call.
And then
No
judge
shot from
checking
Jake
there.
either.
No, we're back to dials.
So do you actually turn up this way with the shuttle?
Use the back arc?
Use the back arc?
I mean, that gets you in action?
Would.
Yes.
Probably.
But here's the risk with that, though. You're making the shuttle fly away. There's if as soon as it turns away, it is not getting back in the fight. Though I guess you could argue the same thing here. You end up 2-turning, so you have that there. Then you're 1-banking. So this is no shot, no shot,
no shot,
no shot, and that's the end of the game by that time.
Exactly.
So
I'd say the only way to get a shot on Jake is doing a 1-bank. Maybe even get a sneaky range 3 into Luke if he bugs out here.
Yep, and you might be able to get 2 shots in a row here. You turn away, or you 1-bank, you get your focus, you stop, get your and get another shot.
Exactly. And he does have that target lock on Luke from Jendon.
Akhter needs to make sure he presses his advantage and just continue to play safe. Suntir is coming around the mountain here.
We do have confirmation that Ben Doyle was just defeated in the top 4 games, so we have XY in the final.
So that's Separatist.
Separatist guaranteed.
Making it to the final of the Australian System Open.
Separatist in the final of the very first and biggest Australian X-Wing tournament in history. Never thought I'd see the day.
And he's going 1-bank towards the bottom of the board. I think the thought here might be trying to catch Luke going this way.
With the 2-hard.
The 2-hard is going to put the shuttle
about there.
Right there. Line up that 3-dice gun.
Yeah, that's what you have to leverage. Will likely be answered by half health, though.
Yes,
from
Jake's
Jake.
going to take. Look at this health you got. That's nice. Be a shame if I took it. Boost here. That's an aggressive move. He's giving him a shot.
He is giving him a shot. However, we will have a Predator crack shot from Jake. He gets a free focus as well. So it is dicey. It's dicey.
I guess from my point of view, I don't know why take that risk.
Why take the risk, exactly. I would have just probably focused. As soon as you get 1 hit, you get half health. 2.
He's closing the wings on Luke.
Yeah, he's probably going to try and block up Sunti here. Or get behind him at least. And this is going to allow the shuttle to do that beautiful 2 hard next turn to put some pressure on.
3 hard.
He's going to do...
Boost.
Now, a baller move here would be a 5K. Well, we haven't had it. We've got a 1 hard. Now, so we actually could very likely see half health or killed Jake here.
Yeah.
So
Tier
probably,
might have the bullseye lined up. We can go ahead and take the
top down.
Take the top down. Does not currently. I don't think so.
No.
No. So that's probably going to be focus boost.
Yeah, focus boost. Got a range 2 shot, I believe, into Jake. Now, if he kills Jake, it's only 39 points. So he will have to half health Luke.
Yep.
Dice camera, 2 hits. We could get lucky. We can't risk the 2 health here. He cannot risk it. Has to spend the focus. Yep. But we could see the
shield.
Yep. We could see the shuttle take half health off Jake here. Anything will help. Okay, just 1 off the shuttle, which is a guaranteed half. This game is unfortunately slipping away here from Morgan's hand. 2.
Takes 1.
We've missed the dice again. Safe. Okay. So we have to have a 2 hard from the shuttle for a last-ditch effort to either...
Hail Mary.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably won't get more than 2 turns here.
Yeah, if you're behind in this situation in a tournament, you got to get those dials down ASAP. Morgan knows that. He's thinking about the options. And I think here's the question that you have to go is, do you do the 2 hard here to try to catch Luke coming in, or do you think Luke is running so you end up 3 banking and trying to get the shot? Yeah,
so you could actually you could do the 3 bank. It might be a better move. Luke has to run here. There's no point in turning it and risking that half health or fully destroyed. So I think running is the absolute safest move. The ball is in Akhter's court. It's Akhter's game to lose.
Yep.
You just got to run. You've still got the afterburners charge, I believe. He's got 1 left.
Yes, that'll give him a little bit extra room.
Yep. Absolutely. So if we go into the final here, how do you think this squad will go against... Sorry, Akhter's squad will go against the Separatist Swarm?
That's an interesting question.
It's going to be a big one.
I'll have to do a little math.
Yeah, for sure. So do we could actually see a stop. No, we've got the 2 bank here.
Yeah, that's the 3 bank. So there's going to be a red maneuver. He's just trying to catch Luke on the bottom of the board. Takes a damage.
Take another damage. Yeah, we got Jake. 1 hard. Probably going to barrel roll, maybe to block up Suntir.
Back arc would be on if he doesn't have a shot on Luke.
Yeah. Could do a boost here. Oh, no. Won't have room there. Yeah, he's going to try and either get behind or block up Suntir.
Suntir sloop, maybe? Oh, he's stressed. He can't do it.
Yes,
Can't
correct.
He stressed himself last turn.
And what do we got with Luke? Probably a 4 forward. No more regen is a definite thing to note here. Probably going to be able to do a afterburners boost.
Yep.
Take a focus for his action. Does he afterburners here though, or does he just naturally boost?
Yeah, why not?
Nope.
Going towards the corner. That means next turn he has 2 options. He could 2-turn, because you can actually 2-turn twice in that and still be on the board.
Okay.
Or he can go here.
Yeah, I think this is probably... Oh, no, I probably would turn into that part of the board, because Suntir will do a 5 forward here.
Yeah.
Very likely. We do have a shot with a target lock. Oh, we do have the lock. He is going to spend it.
Chasing bad rolls here, though.
Absolutely.
Hit
2
crit.
hits, hit crit. Not too
Luke
bad.
has 2 force. Takes nothing.
Nothing. Okay. 5 minutes left.
Isofane asking, what's the prize if we get to 800? I don't know. Actually, I do know. We'll talk about it later.
800 what?
Say it again.
800 what?
If we hit 800 subs.
Oh, okay, right. So that's how many you got to today,
Ching,
is it?
ching. That's not today. That's actually been the entire world tour.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I've been calculating. I guess minus, I don't think I included Gen Con in there. So that's everything after Gen Con, I believe.
Sure. So is Australia the last leg of the world tour?
So technically it's next week at the Chicago Hyperspace Trial, the Gold Squadron Hyperspace Trial.
Okay, so we still can get 23 more subs by next week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Put the posters out, boys. We can do it.
2 forward, relieves the stress.
Going to
Target lock.
reacquire that target lock. Probably done a fast move here with Jake. Oh, or a slow.
Only 2. I think Jake's just planning on plinking the shuttle.
Yeah.
Boost focus. There it is.
This will probably be the last round, unless Morgan can really speed dial down some stuff. Wedges.
Opens the wings.
Sorry, Luke.
Talon roll?
Talon roll, wow. Okay. If we see Luke here killed, we actually will probably be able to get another turn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 bank.
Okay.
He could barrel roll boost to get a shot on Jake, or he could try to get himself as far forward as possible and prepare for next turn.
Yeah, I thought he
Will
probably
the
would have done a
boost?
5
The boost is not
forward
going to get him in range.
No, I don't
It's going to
think
be
so.
out.
No, he'll get it. It'll be close. Let's have a look. Moment of truth. We do have a Predator focus shot.
Oh, snap. That's huge. This is an important measurement.
Yep. 2 minutes on the clock. Can we
He's
kill
got it.
Luke? He's got it. Okay. Confirmed. Big turn.
Or did he not drop the focus on there?
So he's immediately taking the shield off.
No,
Okay,
so he
called
must
no.
not have had it.
Interesting.
That is taking the shield there with optimized prototype. Evaded.
Yep. See, this is the benefit, because he would have done no damage at all if he didn't have optimized prototype there.
Yep.
So he's shooting back into Suntir with Luke.
Here we go.
Could get him. 2 hits.
2 hits. Got it. Shuttle time. Sorry, Jake time.
Yep. Nothing.
Whiffs. No lock.
So we could have 3 hits and a direct. Sorry, 2 hits, a crit, direct. That'll kill Luke. That's what Morgan's praying for right now. 3v3.
Just digging.
There's a crit.
There's a crit. Spend the lock.
He's safe.
Safe.
Just unable to push through Luke.
Luke is an extremely defensive ship.
Oh, yes.
And this is what we were talking about earlier. Losing those Inquisitors so early, you need to be getting 2 to 3. You got to be like getting 3 shots a turn into Luke to really start digging in damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it was you could see how unforgiving some of these dice were. Like 2 Inquisitors going down so quickly from just 1 or 2 shots was very unusual.
Yep.
Very unusual. All my foreboding statements about Inquisitors being undercosted seemingly undermined by this game. So this will definitely be the last turn. I don't think there's a way for Morgan to win it unless he somehow kills Luke and Jake in the same turn.
Yeah, it's unlikely for sure, but he has to try. Morgan is looking at all his options right now, and he's got to give himself, just a chance. That's all you look for right now is a chance.
Totally. Do we stop the shuttle? I think you stop the shuttle.
That gives you the biggest arc.
Yeah, but then you can't.
But unless you're are we going big? You try to find where Luke is going to be, range 1.
Yep, absolutely. The issue is if we can't stop if we stop the shuttle, we can't get that shot onto Jake likely with Suntir.
Right.
So, and Morgan's win condition is unfortunately killing both these ships in this turn.
Well, could he kill Luke with 1 and Suntir halves Jake? That'd be a win
also
too.
Possible. Yep, absolutely. But the question is, how are we going to get the shot onto Luke? I think the 2 bank will probably be bumped by Luke.
This is
it's tense.
This is tense. Yeah.
Okay, so Akhter's asked just to have a bit of time to think because it is last turn. There's nothing that can be gained from it. So we will see. Probably a big decision being made here by Akhter.
Now, Akhter, if he's trying to protect Jake, do you even protect Jake? I don't even know.
You know, I think we did the math here wrong because if Luke is killed, I think Morgan wins because he's 88 points. So, yeah, he will
you're
actually
right. So,
he'd win
so
it.
Luke is the game.
Luke's the game, yep, absolutely.
I guess we're assuming that the shuttle is going to go
Yeah,
down. That's the word we have in our
exactly.
mind.
Yeah.
Because if Jake and Luke go into the shuttle, most likely it's off the board.
Yeah. So Suntir isn't able to do a beautiful 5K or 4K here to get behind Luke. It's going to be hard for Morgan to actually.
Currently, he
get it
has a
down.
4 forward dialed in right
He
there.
does. Cheeky.
That's a 4 forward.
Cheeky.
Will he do it? I mean, that's if the shuttle comes forward, you bump, you're only taking 1 shot.
And then do you go straight ahead with Suntir to try and meet him in the middle on either side of the shuttle? Ooh, it's big. They're just calculating points on the table here.
143 to 73. I kind of wish I had a walkie-talkie. I
Just to radio in, yeah.
Like, save you guys some time. Here it is.
Yeah, regen if blocked is probably a really good call, Netrunner, but I don't actually think he's got any charges left on the Astromech.
Nope, they're gone. Pretty sure. We can double check. This is Wedge. Luke's up there. He's got. Oh, he still has a shield.
No, that. Ooh. That's a really good question. Akhter's head's in the way. As it usually is.
And we can't see the cards there.
Did he sneakily regen 1?
He might have just used. Did he only regen once or twice?
I thought he only regen once.
I mean, may have happened another time. He just didn't put out the weapons disabled.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and I think we just missed the regen. So we'll go ahead and slap the shield on.
Yes, there was a prototype trigger last turn. That's how
he lost the shield.
That's how he lost the shield, right? So I don't know if he's been flipped it correctly. Should we just give us 1 second? Hey, Tim.
Just hold on. We can actually check it. We can check it. We can go back.
No worries.
Before we ask any questions.
Okay, no worries. Because it might.
Because if he had 2 shields when Suntir did his thing.
Because it might affect Akhter's decision-making process here.
All right, we have the technology, so we're gonna go ahead and just back it up here a little bit and just double check. Yeah, he had 2 shields up.
Okay.
So yeah, we just missed the regen at some point. So he is at 1 shield.
Okay.
Now I can't always do this, but when you have good internet, you can.
You can, yeah. Best die.
What's the holdup on the last dial? He can lose the game if he does the last move wrong. That's
exactly. So basically, this is huge because if Luke does get killed,
that's the game.
That's the game.
That's
for
it.
Morgan.
Assuming that you don't lose the shuttle. Right, 39 Suntir's worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you've already lost half on Suntir.
All right, so we've got to stop. I think that's probably the right move.
Got some trolls in the chat.
Marcus making some jokes.
He might have rocked himself.
Probably won't matter because he can't. No, he can actually get half health here.
He can get half.
Big roll. He does.
Ooh.
Okay, so half
that
of
changes some
I
things.
do wonder if that will win.
Holy crap. All right, 93, 143. If you get half on, we can actually just experiment.
No, it'll be 193.
No, it'll be short.
Yeah.
He'll be short. He's got to kill him. He's got to take him out. But he can get. What if he get half on?
Forward off of Suntir. Is it a bump? I think it is.
That's a bump.
That's a bump, but we still
That
can.
is. Oh.
We still can get a range 1 shot here from the shuttle. So they're just going to measure the.
I think the shuttle stopped.
Okay, so it has to be a kill shot. So it'll have to be, hit, crit.
I mean, that's a spot where Morgan probably said, like, I wish this thing had a 1 heart. I mean, a 1 forward,
man.
excuse me.
Absolutely. All right, so the shuttle will attempt. It's
4
definitely
dice,
possible.
looking for natties.
Looking for 3 and a crit and blank outs on Luke. Oh, that is so close.
Force.
But we do get half health.
Crit.
Beautiful game, guys. Beautiful game.
So game ends 143 to 137.
Massive swing at the end there.
Oh, man, that was exciting. I want to say thank you so much to both of those players. You guys are absolutely fantastic. So this means that we have XY playing against Akhter Kahn. See, this actually, I lost to Akhter during the flight club.
Oh, did you?
Right? So I lost to the finalist of the Australian System Open.
Didn't do bad at all.
And I was in the game the whole time. Whatever. I don't feel bad.
No.
Yeah, man, those Inquisitors going down early is what really, really hurt things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All righty. Hey, so as you all know, or maybe you don't, maybe you're joining us for the first time, we do giveaways after most, not every, but most rounds, and our giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry. You can use coupon code WORLDTOUR2019 for 15% off, no minimums, on awesome 3D printed resources for your X-Wing, whether that be dividers for your cards, 3D printed turrets, indicators. You also have this awesome tray system that is pretty much one of my favorite designs that I've seen, where you can get different colors and different logos and symbols on the top. It's absolutely amazing. Again, that is District Foundry. If you need the link, type !AUS to get the link to Curled Paw Creatives, our round sponsor, District Foundry, our giveaway sponsor, and also the bracket on how all of this cut ended up today. Of course, we got one more game to go. Let's give away some quick cards here. We have a Morgan Reid signed Darth Vader. Morgan Reid signed Darth Vader. Here we go.
He'll love that.
Who's going to get it? All you got to do is type in the chat. 3, got to find the button. 2, I'm panicking. 1, found
so many
it.
people are keen. Chris Burnett, 2010. You are the winner of a Morgan Reid signed Darth Vader.
Next, we have from the Perth Jawas, we have the Moldy Crow title alt art. 3, 2, 1, get it.
Cali Toolman, you are the winner of a alt art.
Moldy
Crow, that's the one.
Next, we have another one from the Jawas, and that is the collision detector. Detector.
Jawas are from Western Australia, so the desert.
3, 2, 1.
That is for Timo 777760.
Next, we have a Han Solo from Red Moose standing by. Here we go. Han Solo. 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Milu PK, I'm sorry.
Milu. Next, we have from the Onyx Squadron, we have Christmas Kylo. Kylo Claus. 3,
a local favorite.
2, 1. Roll it.
Hawked Matter.
And we'll do one more card, and then we got some of the bigger stuff here. Let's do a Lulo Lampard. This is by Parabellum. 3, 2, 1. Get it.
That is Styx 999.
Remember, if you win, !win in the chat so that you guys fill out the form. Make sure you put exactly what you won. Fill it out fully and completely, because I literally have hundreds of things to ship when I get back home, and if all the information isn't in there, I'm not chasing you down. Ain't nobody got time for that, as a very wise woman once said. Alrighty, and next so we gave away this dice bag. We have another one of these. So
these are pretty cool.
Pick one. Pick one. Which one should we give away?
I reckon we should give away this one.
Alrighty.
Yep, the Star Wars one. It's got
Helpful.
Captain Phasma on it.
That's
really
the
cool.
Force Awakens bag.
Force Awakens
we'll call
bag.
this the Force Awakens dice bag. It's actually super awesome. These are made by Genren Creations. Thank you guys for donating the prize. All right. Boom. Ah.
Oh.
You drop it. Very effective.
That was very Australian. Drop it. That was good. You're
Man,
learning.
it's, you know what? This stuff's rubbing off on me. I'm not trying. I'm not trying.
No,
Like,
I
it's
can
just
tell.
coming out. It's
Yeah.
weird.
No, it's fantastic.
It was the kangaroos. Hanging out with the kangaroos. It rubbed
Drop
off. All right. Who's going to get it? 3. Oh, no. My mouse isn't working. 3, 2, 1. Who gets it?
ICNet
Yeah, or
LKNet.
yes,
One of the two.
absolutely. Alrighty, for the final, we have some more stuff to give away. We actually got some like comic books. We got all kinds of stuff that we're giving away after the final. This is going to be the Australian System Open Final, the first ever official premier event here in Australia, brought to you guys by Gold Squadron. First, before we even get into that, thank you to all the players and the community who just gathered together. And of course, because like if 255 people wouldn't
Yeah.
show up to this would not have happened.
Absolutely.
Okay, there was an outcry that said, "Give us our events," and if she's like, "You gonna come?" And people be like, "Yeah, we're there."
Yeah, and they did. And thanks for Alex Watkins for doing this, making it all happen. It was absolutely awesome. And thank you so much to Dion for actually taking the time out to come and cover it. We really, really appreciate it.
No problem. As soon as I heard, I was like, "I'm going."
Yeah,
I'm
well,
going.
we have to, right? Massive celebration.
Well, first I said I'm going and went, "Okay, how do I get
How
to
do
Australia?"
I do it? Yeah. It's a long flight.
No, I knew where Australia. I was very good at geography.
People don't know where New Zealand is.
No, I don't. Well, now I do.
Oh,
right?
now you
it's,
do,
It's
right.
an island like up. So if this is Australia,
It's
you
an
guys are
island
like
of Australia.
right here, right? Like
Yeah.
right there in this area.
Mm.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right. So like
So
Australia.
if we have Australia here,
right, New Zealand's like in this area.
It's a little lower, but yeah, it's to Australia's right if you're looking at that on a map.
There you go.
Yeah. So Dion's New Zealand to me. No, I'm New Zealand to you.
I am Australia. I'm Australia. All right, so we got the final.
Okay, well, thanks so much for having me on,
It's
Dion.
coming.
I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, we can make that happen. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So how long you think we got till? All right, cool. We're gonna go ahead and I would say we're gonna put about 25 minutes. Okay, we got some things to do, and we will get rolling here for the final. So we'll be on in about 25 from right now. It's 4:48. Let's go ahead and call it 5:10.
5:10.
Okay,
Jeez,
5:10
late.
for the final.
Gee whiz. That's an Australian saying, guys. Gee whiz.
Gee whiz, really?
It's a good one. Thanks, guys. I've been Tom Harper, and I think Travis Foss will be commentating the final with Dion. So
Yep.
thanks again, mate.
No problem. Thank you.
Been great.
Imperial Propaganda.
That's me.